Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So ADA, pretty much not much change. Price dropped deeper into that support area. As explained in the previous videos, this D wave of the triangle that we're tracking can theoretically go all the way down to 23 cents. At least this is the last reliable target. Below that, a more direct breakdown will get much more likely. As you know, we are still looking for another low probably on the ADA chart, and this would come after a triangle breakout to the downside. That is at least the latest projection. We are tracking here off this December 22 low, a sideways correction, a triangle in a wave 4. This wave 4 unfolds as an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, now the D wave, which we thought might have been finished, but it never showed us any evidence that it was already finished. So just the potential to track. Now it decided to give us a bit more of an extended D wave, which is within the parameters of the scenario. And we would still look at another E wave afterwards, which is the last wave of the triangle. And then this would complete the wave 4, which could lead to a wave 5. This is of course quite a bearish projection at the moment, not guaranteed to work out. However, as we have a lack of an impulse to the upside, we're tracking a sideways correction. You need to understand that there isn't really a reliable setup here at the moment, in my opinion. So it's all about waiting for clarity. What we're doing, we're tracking the structures to identify when a reliable setup emerges and unfolds. At the moment, I don't see one. I don't think the current movement on the ADA chart demands any action. It is very it is just corrective. You certainly don't want to trade within a correction unless that's just part of your plan, a strategy. For most people, that is not suitable, in my opinion, because things can change quite quickly. Where the altcoins generally and cryptocurrencies generally, but more specifically altcoins, are already quite choppy very often, or let's say more risky. In a choppy structure, things are even more difficult. But hey, it's so far adhering to the triangle wave count, and it must not break below the 22 cent level, which is the B wave low, to give us one more lower high in wave E. If it breaks through more directly, then we didn't really get a triangle. Then it was very, very, I don't know what it was then, but I'm still looking for a triangle primarily. So that means we should get a bit of a reaction out of this area somewhere in an E wave into resistance, from where we can then come down to round about maybe 15, 16 cents. But we can really only calculate that as soon as we have a top in place for wave 4, which is the triangle. Of course, there is a more bullish interpretation, which would be this 1-2 setup, which would result in a third wave rally. But it's not very reliable because the move up was not impulsive. It was only an ABC structure. To keep this alive, I want price to hold the 78.6 retracement, and that level is at 25.3 cents. So that's going to be an important level. It's not only the Fibonacci retracement, it's also a Fibonacci extension, that level. Because just like magic, we can also calculate a potential target for the C wave, within wave D, which is the triangle wave. And we can do that by taking the length of the A wave, go to the, double clicked here, go to the high of the B wave, and that gives us a projection for the C wave. And one that is rather reliable is here 25.3 cents. It's the 1-to-1 ratio, the 100% extension. So for this D wave, we had 3 potential targets, 3 levels of interest, 3 levels to watch. We had 28.8 cents when price tried to turn around, failed. We've got 25.3 cents now, and below that level, the 23 cent level. And if I look at the indicators, I can see that ADA is already very, very much oversold. So it might not even get there. I mean, it's just a level of interest. In my opinion, ADA can turn around at any time, but it hasn't given us any indication it's doing so. On the daily chart, it can still drop lower. So the current expectation is still for price to go a little lower. From a micro count point of view, and this needs to be taken with a pinch of salt because it has morphed into a diagonal. We are basically in wave 5, but we cannot really go any more micro. I mean, best I can give you is that the wave 5 is unfolding as an ABC structure because we're dealing here with an ending diagonal, and that in fact this was an A wave. Yeah, we had a B wave triangle, and we're now coming down in wave C. That's pretty much in line with what Bitcoin is doing, but this is not too reliable. Okay, so it might very much be that the B wave actually topped here. We had a small 1-2. All of this could be a third wave, 4 and one more low, but it's more reliable to watch the levels. Either way, I don't have a very clear setup here. I mean, if anybody wants to trade this on the long side, I think it would be reasonable to do that against either 23 cents or 23 and a half, 25, so 23 cents to give it more space below that level, yeah, or 25.3 cents, which is the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement. Yeah, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.